Howdy, folks. Today we're tackling a question that'll make your head spin faster than a tumbleweed in a tornado. What if you switched bodies with whoever you made eye contact with? Now, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Things get messier than a bull in a china shop unless you've got a really long time to wait. First, let's mosey on over to the immediate chaos. Picture this. You're strolling into work, minding your own business, when suddenly, bam, you lock eyes with your boss. Next thing you know, you're sitting behind a fancy desk wondering how to run a company. Meanwhile, your boss is out there, probably spilling coffee all over your favorite shirt. And don't even get me started on what happens when you glance at a baby. 1 second you're cooing at a cute little tyke, the next you're drooling and crying for no apparent reason. It's enough to make a grown man wish he'd never opened his peepers. Now let's talk about the new social order that'd spring up quicker than a jackrabbit on a hot griddle. Sunglasses would become more essential than your trusted six-shooter. We're talking mandatory fashion, partner. Eye contact laws would pop up faster than mushrooms after a spring rain, with staring contests banned worldwide. You'd have folks walking around like they're playing the world's most intense game of blind man's bluff. But wait, there's more. The relationship revolution would turn courting upside down and inside out. Folks would be dating through intermediaries, like some kind of Wild West matchmaking service. Blind people? They'd become the most popular humans around, guiding us seeing folk through this crazy new world. And family dinners? Well, they'd be about as comfortable as a cactus saddle, with everyone avoiding direct eye contact like it's the plague. Speaking of plagues, let's mosey on over to the psychological terror this whole situation would unleash. Mirrors would become more terrifying than a rattlesnake in your boot. Public transportation? It'd be like playing Russian roulette with your identity. And eye doctors? Well, they'd go the way of the dodo faster than you can say yeehaw. As time moseyed on, we'd see some long-term adaptations that'd make your great-grandpappy's head spin. Architecture would be redesigned quicker than you can draw a six-shooter, all to help folks avoid accidental eye contact. New communication methods would pop up like prairie dogs, and society would split faster than a log under an axe, with lookers on one side and avoiders on the other. Now here's the ultimate question, partners. Would humanity survive this rodeo, or would civilization collapse under the weight of all this accidental body-swapping chaos? It's enough to make a cowboy hang up his hat and retire to a nice dark cave. But before we ride off into the sunset, let's recap this wild scenario. We'd have a world where looking at your boss could lead to corporate chaos. Eyeballing a baby could result in hilarious hijinks. And staring contest competitions would be banned faster than you can say quick draw. Sunglasses would become more essential than boots in a snake pit. Blind folks would be the new town sheriffs. And mirrors would be about as welcome as a skunk at a picnic. In the end, whether humanity would survive this eye contact catastrophe is anyone's guess. But one thing's for sure, it'd be a sight to see. If you dare to look, that is. So next time you're fixing to make eye contact with someone, just remember, you might be biting off more than you can chew. And with that, partners, it's time for this cowboy to mosey on out. Y'all take care now, and remember, keep those eyes to yourself.